So what I am going to do in this lab, we will create one SQL database.
Okay.
That SQL database have some table.
Mm.
Then we will create one data factory.
Data factory. Okay.
That data factory, we will create a pipeline.
Mm.
So it will copy the data from SQL database, and
Mm.
then after we will create one data lake.
Data lake or
Data
how
lake.
about data bricks? We don't use data bricks here in between ADF and data lake.
Databricks have basically inbuilt capability of data. You can also use a Databricks.
Mm.
Databricks is just a service that hold multiple services, right?
Mm. Mm.
So my basically project is I want that, let's suppose I have SQL database. So every day
Mm.
my DBA team, they create some table, new table, or they can modify. I want that whenever table created or data injects into the SQL database,
Mm.
at the end of the day, when basically all works are completed, and when
Mm.
DBA team move to the home, at the end of the day, I want entire data should be copy from SQL database to data lake.
Mm.
So that is my requirement. So that
Okay.
requirement I can achieve through the data factory. I can create a pipeline between SQL database to data factory and between
Mm.
data factory to data lake, so that data will be copy from SQL database to data lake. So it will create integration, as well as we see the data lake, we also see the data factory. SQL database
Mm.
we have already discussed earlier, right? So I'm going to create one SQL database. As of now, I have anything. This one only. Okay.
SQL, you are creating Azure SQL database,
Yeah,
is it?
Azure SQL database, correct. Fast service.
Azure SQL database, but it is
It's
not
a
a managed
PaaS.
in
It's a PaaS service. Platform
PaaS
as a
service.
service. Uh,
Uh,
MySQL DB.
this is not a SQL managed instance, is it?
No, no, this is not a SQL manager instance.
SQL managed instance is something we create a server and then in the
Correct.
server we create a database.
Correct. Correct. Let's create a SQL server here also. MySQL DB SRV009, and I am creating under the STUS, East Asia. Back, use SQL authentication, SQL admin,
Okay.
then password. Click OK.
Okay.
Locally redundant. I am using serverless.
Okay.
Next, public endpoint, allow other services. You must need to do allow other services so that your SQL database communicate to data factory.
Okay. If I make it private, it will not communicate to data factory.
Yeah,
No
if you do the
access.
private, then in that case, both service should be private. Both service should have the same network. So either you can use the
Okay.
public or private. You should be choose this one. Allow Azure services and resource access this
Oh,
service. That should be yes.
I see. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Next, security. I want a sample database so that we copy the table, review and create.
This will support for MongoDB also, right?
Which one?
Azure Synapse data
Ah,
factory.
that also, yes, yes, they
We
also
can
support.
create pipeline from MongoDB also.
Yeah, yeah, I do that.
Basically, it will query into the source, right? Like for the database, it
Correct,
will give a query.
correct, correct. Now I'm going to create a data lake.
Okay.
SQL database we have created. Now create a data lake.
So creating data lake.
My data STWERY something. Asia region, data lake, standard LRS. Next, if you want to create a data lake, here there is a hierarchical namespace.
Okay.
Hierarchical namespace complemented by data lake. So if you want to create a data lake, you need to select this option. Otherwise, it will be become a storage account only. So we'll
Oh,
select this
okay,
option.
okay. Ideally, it is a storage account itself, but it will enhance. If we enable this, it will enhance as a data lake.
Data lake. Correct, correct. Next, public access. Next, I don't want soft delete. Next, review and create.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. So data lake I have created. Within this data lake, I am going to create one container. Add a container. Container name I am giving SQL and create. So I have one container and now I will copy data from SQL database to this container, SQL container. Right now it is totally blank, correct?
Yeah.
Now I need a data factory. So create here data factories. Create a new data factory. Name of data factory. Whatever name you want, you can give the name. And East Asia. This is version 2. Next. Configure Git later. I don't want to configure the Git as of now. And it also have the public access. Next. Create.
Here, where did you define the query here, Shailesh? I didn't get that point.
Which query?
Like, how does data factory query
Uh,
to SQL database?
right
Where
now I'm
did
just
you
creating.
define that?
I'm just
Okay.
creating. Once you create, then
Okay.
you can define.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is your data factory. Mm, This is the data factory. Within the data factory, you need to go to the launch studio. So under the data factory, you have multiple things. So
Hmm.
click here, launch studio.
Okay.
It will open in a different tab. And here you have a different service like ingest copy data, orchestrate code free data pipeline, transfer data, or
Hmm.
you can also configure SSIS, right? So I'm going to do the first one, data ingest.
Okay.
So if you choose that, you can use the copy data tool. So first you need to define the source. What is your source?
Okay.
If you want to run this pipeline every day, you can choose the
Hmm.
schedule. You can give the schedule, you can give the timeline, every day it will be run. Or
Okay.
if I want to run it only once, I can select here runs only once.
Hmm.
Okay. Then next define the source. What is my source? Source is a SQL database, correct?
Yes.
Source is SQL database, Azure SQL database. That is a source.
Hmm.
Create
Hmm.
a new connection with the source.
Hmm.
So give the name of connection Azure SQL database, and as you subscribe if you have multiple subscription, you can select. Right now I have only one. This is my
Hmm.
subscription. Then server name. So this is my SQL server,
Hmm.
and over that I have the database. This one MySQL DB009.
Server
Authentication tab.
name we have created just a SQL database, right?
Yeah, when you create SQL database, during
Hmm.
that it also asks the server name. You need to give the server
Okay.
name also.
Okay. Okay.
Authentication tab, SQL authentication, username SQL admin, and then give the password. And that's it. Then you can test it, test the connection. So connection fail. I might give the different password here. Then once again try. Now connection successful. So now you
Hmm.
can create. So one connection I have created. It means
Hmm.
that my data factory connected to SQL database.
Okay.
And you can see these are the different table I have. So under the source,
So these
DB
are our
video,
default tables, is
yeah,
it?
table within the SQL database, correct.
Hmm. Okay.
So whatever the table you want to move or copy, you can select that table. Like I'm selecting sales address and customer address, this one,
Hmm.
and also product. Three table I have selected here, right?
Hmm.
Then next. Now, next again. Now you can define the destination. So
Hmm.
destination is my mm, data lake, correct?
Yes.
Azure Data Lake.
Hmm.
Create the connection.
Hmm.
Authentication type account key, subscription, this one, data lake name, this one, and that's it. Then create. So I have created a data lake. Now where you want to copy within the data lake. So browse folder path, and here you need to give the, so I have created a SQL container. We'll select the
Hmm.
same SQL container and then click OK. So it
This
all the data will be,
container, SQL container,
I have
what is
created
this?
under the data lake. I have created na.
Under the data lake you created. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll select the same container. All the data will be copied here.
Okay. Okay.
Then next,
And file name suffix .txt, what is it?
yeah, whatever the file name, the same txt.
Hmm.
You can change that also if you want. You can change the file name suffix also.
Okay.
This is a default.
Okay.
Then if you want, you can change the format also, like file format. If you want, you can change OBC, ORC, JSON, whatever you want, you can change
Hmm.
it. As of
Hmm.
now, I'm going with the txt.
Okay.
Next, next. So this is your summary. This is your source Azure SQL database.
Hmm.
Data will be copied to Azure Data Lake.
Hmm.
Next, Now it is in progress.
Okay.
And now it is finished. So data I have copied. Now if you want, you can go and review.
Mm.
This is my data factory and go to the storage account. My data lake name is this one. Within this data lake, I have a container already created.
Mm.
Container name is SQL. Within that, you can see three table is there.
Okay.
This is a sales address txt. View edit. It is like that in this format, txt format. So this is basically you can create the integration between data factory and other services. Multiple source you can choose in a data factory, not only SQL database. You can choose Cosmos DB, you can choose file service, you can choose the storage account, you can
Mm.
choose even different AWS also. If you want to copy data from AWS S3 to here, you can choose that also.
Mm.
Okay, so that's it for the day. I hope you
Okay, fine.
understand the integration.
From here, data will be transferred to Power BI, right? Power BI.
Yeah, you can also transfer data to Power BI also.
Mm.
If you configure the Power BI, you can also transfer to Power BI.
Nice.